Oh, brother, this looks so bad. Okay. Hello. Welcome to day 731. This is a flashback for any OG fans who remember how the old streams look like. Because they really did look this bad. I'm not kidding. So, welcome back. This is a new room. I actually like the kind of the quaint nature, the privacy of this. This is a nice rule of thirds thing. Looks beautiful, really framed well. If it wasn't pixelated and shitty looking. This looks incredibly awful, by the way. I'm really sorry. I don't know what to do about that. It's also because the light here is really bad. So, in fact, you know what? This is so egregious that I might have to put something in chat, so I don't have to use my words to clarify every single time. Uh, Lighting is a work in progress. All right, great. Thanks, guys. All right, hello, welcome to the extra old retro throwback stream. That's right, we're going shitty quality once again. It's been a long time. Some fellas here, actually. Johnny Cook, maybe. Caden, I forgot exactly when you joined and when I got the new computer, but I think you joined when I was still using the old shitty computer. It actually didn't even look this bad. Like, it's just that this light bulb up here, this one, it's like maybe like 8 years old, so we'll get it replaced soon. It's actually a number one priority now that I know that it looks like get this. But this is a room that gives me kind of the same quaint atmosphere that the bunk bed used to. If you remember the bunk bed from a long time ago, that was kind of the good content hub. That's where all of the most pure-blooded shit would happen. Unfortunately, I made the grand mistake of trusting Tempur-Pedic for anything, and we got rid of the bunk bed and replaced it with some stupid, like, cyborg molestation bed, because in the middle of the night, like, it has these parts that try to massage you and they aim straight for the butt crack. There isn't even like a symmetry thing. They just go straight for the middle. I wish I kept that bunk bed, but it's okay because now we can kind of. The thing is that, fun fact, the entirety of Quadruple A was not only recorded but produced in this exact room. So just notice that the wall echo is identical to some of the classic tracks like CCA's School Color video or something like that. You finally got a record player in your room. Is it one of those ones that is disguised as a suitcase? So like you can unpack it and it has like those dollar store speakers, which is good, by the way, because I hate the record players that require for you to buy extra hardware. It should be a self-contained thing. Take notes, record company people. I've been listening to so many records. That's the thing. Setup can make a big difference. Just get a different situation to either consume or create, and oh man, your life can get turned around 180. So I made it to Texas, come out the closet. Never. I will be a closeted man forever. Thank you very much. My cock is in my pants. It's not a suitcase, but oh, thank fuck. All right, good. Hey, happy belated birthday if it was a birthday present, and if not, a general congratulations. I don't know if this crummy resolution is going to kind of get in the way of you seeing me eating the paper, but whatever, it's fine. Oh, hey, Caden. I messaged Avery a bit ago because she posted something about, I forgot what it was. It was monkey related, which I know. Your girlfriend getting racial. It's alarming, but it was actually about justice and bigotry and all that. I always am open to really cool dialogues. And I said something to her. She never responded. I always feel so bad about that. Tell her I meant in no way to verbally impenetrate. So just let her know that whenever you want to, bookmark something and pick a conversation up where it left off, don't worry. I'll give everybody the go-ahead. We're doing this in, I think, 5 pieces, maybe 6, because I got ambitious last time, because the guy at the front desk at the hotel I was at, I requested like a tissue, and he actually is like, "Oh, I have printer paper, and it has ink on it." I'm like, "Oh, that's great. I'll keep clogging my liver like I was a year ago." And on top of all that, I'm gonna have to spend a pre-recorded actually eating a whole sheet of paper. I'm supposed to be a lazy YouTuber, so I don't know. Whatever. I did it their way, and it ended up taking like 4 minutes, so it was just like really awkward. And the lighting was also really shit yesterday, but in the opposite direction. It was overexposed. It looked like a J.J. Abrams movie. So annoying lens flare cut right through my face. I had to like back away. I had to like go back here in order for it to look good. So, oh yeah, also my old Halloween candy's still here. I left it in my car, so all the chocolate melted and all of the warheads kind of melded Power Rangers style to the warhead wrapper. So it's like whenever I try to unwrap one of them, it like sticks and I can't separate it. It's a post Jim Crow warhead. It fucking sucks. So I can't even eat it without getting polymers stuck in between my teeth. The overexposure was funny. I know, and that's the thing. I keep losing sight of what is the mark for quality, because sometimes there was a piece of dust in the air and I had to catch it. I caught it very well. I hit the bullseye. But like the marker for quality isn't better quality. Like for me, a shitty B movie filmed on like some camcorder fished out of your mom's old suitcase that she hasn't unpacked from some sort of Arizona trip from like 30 years ago is way cooler than something filmed on like some brand new thing given as a Christmas gift to a fucking amateur who doesn't know what he's doing. You know, the person behind the filming, it's fine, but hardware matters. If you have something that looks extra shit, it's so much better in some ways. And that's why if you go through my old videos, I'm like using After Effects, which is like a high-end piece of editing software. And those videos were so hard to make. Like, I think a really good example of that is like Burglar on a Stick. If you go to like Burglar on a Stick from 2020 on the main channel, you're gonna have to scroll down a while to get there, but not as much as this channel. So don't feel too bad. Just scroll down, you'll find it. It was insane because like you had this high-end editing software and I was fucking busting my balls. My penis nearly detached from my body by the end of it. But by the time I was done, I realized, holy shit, the video is so bad. It's running at like 6 frames a second. And you can see it's like clipping and there's like weird, it's like almost corrupted when it was finished recording. And like the footage looked so distorted because of how low resolution it was that it looked like it was already corrupted from the moment I finished. I reviewed it like 2 seconds after I finished filming it. It was insane. So I edited it really well. And all the stuff, like all the movements involving like say zooms and, you know, cuts and transitions of like things moving, all of that was really smooth. But what was not smooth was the actual video. It was so surreal. It was like, it's like you gave like a home recording from 2008 to like Christopher Nolan to edit. That's what it felt like. Because just the quality divided between the source material and the finished product was insane. So I'm really living in that era now. It's great. I mean, you can't see my face craters from the acne era. I guess that's an added benefit. But at what fucking cost? You can't see anything. And this video looks so bad. It looks terrible. I swear to you, we can't have every stream looking like this. No one's gonna watch these. It's so shit. But whatever. We'll deal with it later. I just need to focus on eating paper right now. And as long as you can see this, right? I want for the whites of your eyes, to become even whiter when you see the whites of the paper. You see how fucking poetic I am today? Did you get evicted into the closet? Yeah, no, I am my own parent, by the way. And I caught myself masturbating. And yes, Brian, naughty, naughty boy, you're grounded. Get in the closet. I locked myself in, and I ain't never coming out. I'm living here for the next 2 years at the very least. Thank you. I'm going to smoke a bowl in your honor. Thanks. I appreciate that. I thought that was the old guy with bald spot in the middle of head emoji, but that's just the salute. You see, my eyesight's extra bad here. See, this camera quality represents my waning eyesight as I get older. I'm 21. I'm basically middle-aged now, guys. People think the moon's pretty with all its craters. Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, it's nearly a perfect circle, and on top of all that, the moon's, it's radiant, it's bright, and it's also, allegedly made out of certain particular carbons that can make your fingernails grow faster if it's absorbed into your skin. So I don't have any of those qualities. So the craters are just kind of there, and people don't see them as additions onto a beautiful celestial body. They just see it as craters on an ugly boy. It's okay. Hey, by the way, anybody who's in the San Diego area, if you know where Oceanside is, or if you own a car, or if you have a mom who owns a car, ideally a mom. Dads are weird. Personal experience, guys. Gig at Jazzy Wishbone tonight. Not tonight. I'm a fucking idiot. This weekend, 2 gigs in a row. It'll be one on Saturday, one on Sunday. I released a promo. I was shitting when I made the promo, and I was also wiping. I was kind of crossing that threshold between shitting and wiping, and my dad was requesting that my mom really wanted to go to that bathroom because all the other bathrooms were completely screwed because my cat broke free and squirted diarrhea into all the bathrooms except for the one downstairs because we locked it. So that is what happened in that promo. Go on to Instagram, and as per usual, I will plug it right here. So if you want to know what IG stands for, it does not stand for Instagram Genius. It just stands for Instagram. I wish it did, though. That'd be cool. It would not reference directly anybody at all, so don't worry about that. Do I have any pets? Oh, I just kind of like half answered that question. So I used to have, in total, 3 frogs. Not at the same time, because the other two were bought because the first one died because I was extremely neglectful. Speaking of record players, Caden, if you own any pets, don't be a absolute numbnuts like me and put the pet anywhere near, because I would play like No Love Deep Web at like maximum volume with Bill Cosby right there in the middle. Oh, by the way, tell Leonard and also Avery, I think it's Leonard who bought it though, that Bill Cosby's replacement and spiritual successor, Bill Cosby 2 with American version, because he has like a little America print, he's still hanging from that light. He has absorbed so much cum that's been, he's in the splash zone. He hangs low enough. So, but he's hanging from my ceiling. But he's gotten very wet. I'm going to have to get him dry cleaned. But I laced one of the papers with Fent. Oh, that's why. That's why I'm actually, this is the least miserable stream I've had in 3 days. So thank you, Dietz. I don't know how you found my closet, but maybe you're hiding in here with me. Is that you? No, that's just my hamper. It has all my cum rags in it. I grabbed my cat and he has half eaten mouse in his mouth. Like just now or like 3 years ago? Is this like a retelling of an old story? I know, a fentanyl reference. We're totally not tired of those. It's okay. Fentanyl's still trendy. I'll give you a free pass for referencing that one. It'd be extra cool if you did a retro cocaine reference. Those haven't been done since like the 80s. So please be cool. Reference. What's like a new up and coming drug? I know they have that like zombie drug, right? You seen those videos of Detroit? Jesus, they're fucking awful. Like, I'm not even joking around. They're actual hellish to look at. Like, Caden, I know that you're on the dark web. You watch the hood reels of black people taking a shit. You've seen those. You've seen those videos of like if you look up a zombie drug, that is the zombie drug. They said that fentanyl was it was like kind of the vanilla version, right? It's like Skyrim without the mods. They modded Skyrim, because I've seen fentanyl as the nickname, and then these fucking you're telling me that these people incorrectly attributed a zombie drug to something that wasn't, because they said it was fentanyl laced with other mysterious substances. Unless they're idiots and it was just normal fentanyl. God damn it. Philly's really bad. I know, right? Nobody can make cheesesteaks anymore. They're all busy being high and, fucking falling on the ground. Because people do this thing. I don't know what exactly chemically happens in the brain or what happens with people's muscle stature, but their bottom half is able to stand up, or maybe if you're lucky, sit down, or like maybe walk at like 0.5 miles an hour. But their top half like hangs. It's like what? Excuse my burp. It's like one of those video games where you like, I don't know, some like worm like crawls into your ear and infects your brain. It's like your brain's dead, but your muscles are still working. You're like walking around. It's really strange. And I'm really curious because I can't imagine being one of those, because those people, if life was a movie, and of course it is, but like imagine if life was like, say, a movie written by Hollywood. Those people that were just hanging there in the streets of Detroit and also Philly, those people would be extras whose lives are already over. So it'd be kind of a weird cognitive dissonance thing if we were to like hear from a testimony of maybe somebody who was on it and got off it. Or it'd be really weird if the drug like fucked you up permanently. It's like a Sid Barrett thing, like forever. It fucked up the whole, like it permanently messes your, I'm sure it does, but I'm saying like so bad to the point where you aren't really a human anymore, where you can't really describe human experiences, right? You get what I'm kind of getting at here? He's in my walls. That's how he laced it. You're a fucking loser, man. There's less oxygen for you in there. My walls are also really dusty. Come out, man. You don't need to be scared. I'm not gonna call the cops on you. I've had much better reasons to call the cops than you, Dietz. Are you hiding behind my flower drawing? I haven't seen this. Holy shit. I can't. This is why I need to hang out here. What the hell? Hold on. So, okay, you cannot see this for shit because it's my fruit roll-up box and my my chip box that is like 3 years old that I haven't touched. I can still eat those. Those are fine. Those keep for like 20 years, but I forgot. So these are my drawings I made in art school, in like elementary and middle school. And I pinned them here when I was in middle school, and there's like a stain on here. I don't know what fluid I sprayed on this right after. Maybe that's why they told me to leave. I remember they told me to leave a little early into the year. It was because I drew a cartoon of a guy committing suicide with a gun, by the way. So I didn't squirt anything on a fucking drawing I just made. I think I just spilled some watercolor on there or something. But it's been hiding behind all this shit. This is a jacket that I haven't touched since middle school. It's way too small for me. Look at this fucking thing. See, this is why you need to re-explore certain parts. We might even find that camcorder with all that old footage of us in Poway. I've been trying to find that. It's one where I got this completely useless R2D2 toy. I felt so bad because my mom spent like $800 on it, but I was like, I got it, and I'm like, okay, what am I gonna do with this? Am I gonna have like a? Because all it does is it like maybe moves around and it beeps, but the thing is, there's no remote control for it. So I guess you just press it and hope it doesn't like run into your wall. It's like technically they bought me an R2D2, and I'm like, as a kid, for like the first 5 seconds, it's like really cool. But then the more you think about it, you're like, okay, how am I gonna wake up in the morning and before eating my cereal, just go over to the R2D2 robot and press a button and then just stand there and watch it move around and make the same beeping noise it made yesterday? I don't want to do that. I survive off photosynthesize. Bull fucking shit. There are no holes in my house. How do you're inside my walls, okay? You can't. Come on, man. Please. Please get real. You're not a plant. You're a fungi. Fungi. You're a giant poisonous mushroom inside my walls. I'm okay with that. By the way, did you know that mushrooms are extra flammable? I'll find my blowtorch. But no, I don't know what you're saying. This is the part of the stream where I just completely disengage, and I'm so uninvested, and I don't even care because like what am I supposed to raise my finger and go, actually, no. Like that ruins the whole thing. You're a fungus, man. You're a mushroom. It's fine. My relatives are on your feet. Yeah, by the way, I managed to get myself an easy snack. I ate your mother-in-law. That's actually a theme of the last week or so, you know. I wish my feet were moist enough to breed fucking mushrooms. That'd be cool. I'll work on that. Caden, you're probably not even still here. Actually, you always leave early unless you're still here. If you can answer this question, did you know me when I did the whole reposting of all those old documents? I don't have them anymore. Is this it? It's the one with the inspected button on it. That means that these are... What? Why is this one called Zits? Please don't tell me there's an actual Zit in here. And it's empty. Oh, no, these had all the stupid comic strips that I would... I'm just going through old memories right now. This has like old comic strips I would cut out. This is what you do when you don't have an actual phone. This is the closest thing you get. And it was called Zits because it's about a teen. Oh, this cartoon was really unfunny. It's just about a teenager. It's like actual, like New Yorker editorial cartoon humor. Oh, brother, here, check this out. Like I picked out a random one too. This is a random sample. Check this fucking bullshit. So she's texting her son, and she says, "Come on, Jeremy, Mom. It won't take that long, Mom. You'll be glad you did it, Mom. Do it for me. Okay, just stop. Connie Duncan, Queen of the Text Nag. Every person over the age of 65. Ho, 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 good one." So stupid. And I actually cut these out. And I didn't even think they were funny back then. It's just because it was some form of entertainment to me in middle school. I had literally nothing left to do with my life. Like, what was I going to go outside and talk to my Asian neighbors who don't even talk to me anyways? So, like, I had all this shit, and this was this thing was my life, because I would collect these comic strips, and they were not even good half the time. The only good one was like Bloom County reruns from like the 80s, and they were like referencing like Nancy Reagan and shit that I didn't even understand back then. And I was just like, I don't care. Like the fact that like a Nancy Reagan reference that I didn't understand was like the funniest thing in here really speaks volumes. This goes back in the Zits folder. Where even is that? Here it is. Any Garfields? Oh, you bet your bottom dollar. Where are they? What is this one? Fuck, it's more Zits cartoons, except they're in color, so that means they're even worse. Fuck Garfield. You already know what Garfield is. This cartoon's really bad. I'm not even kidding around. And I would do it Jim Crow style. I'd segregate out the Sunday ones with the black and white ones. So I cared about my craft. What is this? I don't even. She comes. It's dirty. He has like a bag of potato chips, a sock. It's really impressive how he balanced like a Coke can on there. I don't even know why she would be angry about that. My son's built different. She imagines committing tons of illegal, violent acts. Mother of the Year. What the fuck is the... I put your name in a song, Mom. Want to hear it? Plays her the song, and then she's crying. By the way, this kid does not look successful enough to be that good of a songwriter, so I call bullshit. Then she imagines making him burgers and then hugging him and then giving him money after he sang her a song. And he's not even singing, he's just like playing a melody. Like I don't see any lyrics floating in the air above his guitar. So he played a melody that was so beautiful that she went from strangling him after seeing his cum sock on his couch to like making... How many burgers is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like 8 burgers. Making 8 burgers for him, giving him like that's probably at least like 20 to maybe $300. I don't know what bills those are. My emotional relationship with our son is complicated. Try to look okay. That's stupid. Why is that there? Why was that the joke? Anyways, that's what's interesting. I know it might seem like I'm babbling about nothing, but I'm telling you, you have to find this as fascinating as I do. The world of editorial cartoons and newspapers is like really, really strange to me because it's a world that content wise is so different and isolated from the rest of the world because they put content restrictions on these comic strips. And you know that Path of Least Resistance, people who are like truly the funniest people are probably going to gravitate to like writing a book or making a TV show, like being a writer on season 9 of SpongeBob or something. Oh, I'm talking about shitty old comic strips that I used to be into for some reason. And even back then, I recognize, like, listen, this is the only thing I can turn to because it's either that or like pickpocket another book from Barnes and Noble. Because that's another thing I do in middle school. I would go to Barnes and Noble, I'd go into the humor section, I'd find the edgiest looking book, and I would shove it underneath my shirt down my pants. And I only got caught once. I was very good, thank you. And the reason why is because, obviously I understand the trope. Nobody's going to pat down an 8 to 12-year-old boy and ask for their pearls before swine compilation back. So, Okay, what? All you guys, why are you guys so confused? How is this confusing? I simply collected comic strips. They sucked, but it was the best I had. Then I got access to YouTube, and which I wasn't supposed to have at first, by the way. Like if you watch my videos from 2017 to 2018, which is the stuff that's available right now. Like when I was 12, I had a working YouTube channel. I got up to 30 subscribers with that YouTube channel where I basically posted those banana peel videos. And from that point forth, I fucking like but in reality, how's it been? Oh, I've been pretty good actually. I got back from Texas, and what's interesting is when I moved to Texas, you're moving in opposition to the time zone. So I lost 2 hours. The entire time I could have been enjoying South by Southwest or whatever there was. Like I don't know what, like maybe there was some sort of like cup of Dippin' Dots in a room waiting for me because there is free food there. But I could only enjoy like maybe 35% of it because the rest of the time I was just like I was just catching up on lost sleep, and it never felt like I was just only breaking even. I was never awake enough to even last 4 hours into the day. It sucked. And I do not like being senile and taking midday naps. Kaden, I know that you're really big into midday naps, but I prefer to kind of, maintain my youth for longer than 21 years. I'd like to make it to 25 and not have to just, fucking retire to a hammock every 12 or every 6 hours in order to even stay functional. To me, that's a skill issue right there. If we're talking skill issue, Kerr Productions, bet this fucking guy takes midday naps. Caden loves naps. You see, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is why halfway through Content Con, you started fucking freaking out. I mean, listen. We all get overstimulated, but you have to extend. You have to stretch. It's like stretching your groin muscles. You've got to extend your what's it called? Your stamina bar. That's what it's called. I was gonna say stimuli bar. That's a different thing. Calm down. This is a sexual innuendo free stream today. But like, you got to extend it. What did I do? You said skill issue, man. This is not a skill issue. This is simply a circumstance issue. And also, thank you very much. I was very good at pickpocketing books. I only got caught maybe twice, but to my knowledge, once. That second time was very sketchy, and I did not get rid of my book. That old lady was nice enough. So in my eyes, I got away with it. I don't take naps. All right, well, you're going to have to lay out the proof to beat the allegations, but it's fine. I'll give you benefit of the doubt. The Court of Eating Paper. prefers leeway over truth. Thank you. It's been a while since I read Garfield. Is Garfield's thing taking naps for no reason? I know he eats lasagna, and I know he likes like physically abusing Odie. But like, I know there's more to him than that. Or is there? Is Garfield like known to be a complex character? I know he's iconic, but that means nothing. Oh wow, I really collected every single strip. Peanuts Daily, Peanuts Weekly. Come on. B.C. Oh no, those are my initials. What is that? Oh, thank fucking God. I thought it was like pictures of something, like pictures of my nipples, like nipple shots or something. But no, these are just, it's a comic strip called BC, which is before Christ, or if you prefer to be a loser, before the Common Era. There it is. It's about cavemen. Who cares? Nothing about it was particularly interesting. Bliss. Oh God, I remember this one being bad. Unless I'm mistaken, but I swear to you, I remember this as being like one of the most unfunny comics in the entire thing. Oh, that's so bad, dude. Okay, I don't even need to read this bullshit out. Can you read this? Oh, Frank, look, he's sending his first tweet. Ha ha ha! Good one. Okay. Ooh, somebody is stocked up on information about Garfield. I see. In honor of you guys, I need to find where is it? I mean, even when I was cutting out those Bliss comics, they were the worst ones. They sucked. Were there any Arlene groping Garfield strips? I actually have a Garfield compilation in the, what is it, on my bookshelf. Actually, no, it's not on my bookshelf. It's in here. Well, whatever. I'm almost done with the paper anyways. We'll do that next time. Brave Cracks. Ah, I knew it. That's the secret hidden name. You're cracking the case right now, Kirk Productions. Now, where's Garfield? Mission San Diego. Oh, God, a local strip. This one was extra bad. That's how you can tell. What is this? Okay, get ready to fucking laugh. So I relocated the family closer to the ocean because La Mesa was just too hot for the summer. I hear you, bro. That's why we moved here, too. Now, that's just hashtag relatable. I don't even need that to be funny. Still bad, though. I don't know why comics... Like, do you actually... Imagine that's what gets put on your gravestone. Like, your main achievement is that. I'd rather be a jazz musician than do that. And that's saying something. Being a jazz musician is almost being homeless, but I'd rather be homeless than have a house due to a comic strip like that. See, I'm glad somebody has a similar, super sophisticated, old soul sense of humor as I do. Thanks, guys. It's crazy how we went from Calvin and Hobbes to this. Like, isn't it that much to ask that we can get, like, because, I mean, Calvin and Hobbes sets a high bar, but it's not that high. Like, we should be able to make, what is this? Oh, here it is. Yeah, Garfield Daily. Is there no Garfield Weekly? Okay, I guess not. Yeah, we only had Garfield Daily, which is weird. I don't think that is normal. Oh, no, it's because it was double-sided, which meant that, stupid. See, I'm telling you, like, these are so unfunny that they're actually loop around to being good, which none of these other strips do, so. Yeah, because the back of this was the crossword puzzle, so I always had to make sacrifices. But what is this? These are troubled times. Troubled indeed. We're low on corn chips. Now, hear me out, okay? Hear me out. I know that it's like, but that's funny. I don't care. Like, when it's in a Garfield strip, just everything that comes out of Garfield's stupid head is so much funnier than if it's on any of these other weird, hacky B-movie level comic strips. I'm also getting, like, way too... Yeah, exactly. He's got his priorities straight. Like, what's he gonna do, huh? Like, have sex with that female? Have sex with Nermal? Jesus, Nermal was like an absolutely abysmal character. All right, nobody's filleting that woman. So I guarantee you that Garfield would prefer to fillet a corn chip in his mouth rather than whatever Nermal's got in store. And on top of that, Arlene, come on now, she's not that attractive. Look at her facial proportions. It's like that of like one of those 50-year-old women who has a crisis and gets plastic surgery, which is probably her backstory if you really think about it. If you go back like to the old strips of Garfield, which should be in a book that I can't. Oh, it's right back there. It's all the way up there, though. I'm not going to get that. But, like, she looked very different when she was introduced. And then the whole big lip thing happened. And I'm not saying big lips are bad by default, but, like, Christ's sake, man. Like, it's fucking Normal's a child. Oh, really? Because, I mean, when she was introduced, she was, like, doing this weird flirtatious thing with Garfield. And she did that. Garfield was never into it. It's all about, Garfield, that part of Garfield was always a commentary, on kind of the Poontang thing. Like, just the whole commentary on if somebody wants something, you best not give, because sometimes giving is the worst thing you can do. Giving is worse than taking in many situations. I think Nermal's a dude. Then how do you explain the eyelashes, motherfucker? Nermal is very clear. Okay. We'll have to go to garfield.fandom.com to figure this out, but you've pushed me this far. I'm actually getting the Garfield book. We're going to find him or her or whatever the fuck it is. She never showed, or he or it, the thing that we're disputing the gender of, never shows up that much. But Garfield doesn't have eyelashes because he's a man, you see? Look at his muscles. Wait, I'm not angling this right. He wants to be adorable or some shit. Yeah, it's annoying. Look at this. Look at this bullshit. I spy with both of my properly functioning eyes, fucking eyelashes, all right? And this was in the 80s, all right? There ain't no way this can be gussied up as something progressive. This is straight up you guys gender bending somebody on accident, all right? Nermal was a female, and she was being all flirtatious and weird, and she would not get off Garfield's cock. Anyways, I'm done arguing about Nermal's gender from Garfield. So, anyways, this is the third to last piece, and I'm getting we're at like 32 minutes in, and we've wasted like half of our time. I'm so sorry. Okay. Big lips are bad. I said it. Well, okay, fair enough. But I mean, we're only talking about Arlene's case here. In her case, it's abysmal. And listen, I got medium-sized lips, and I prefer to think of myself as somebody who isn't good or bad. I'm like Walter White. I'm in between. That's why my lips are medium-sized. That's how we can judge this. Caden's lips are like non-existent, so he's a saint. Kerr Productions, I'll have to get a picture. Everybody, send lip pics. You got my IG, my Instagram up there. You'll have to send me lip pics. Okay. Right now, none of this stuff that I just talked about is on my mind. None of it. Most of what's on my mind is, the quiet part that I am not saying out loud. Until now, I'm in a bit of a debate with my dad about the assassination of MLK, Martin Luther King. Pretty conclusive proof that he was assassinated by the CIA, right? And I feel like this should be common knowledge for people in my age range, because this was pretty conclusive. It was just very underreported. And yes, it was reported, but based off how much of a revelation this was in culture as a whole, the whole narrative and the whole conclusion that the entire MLK story left off on was that James Earl Ray was a racist white guy who was bribed by the KKK because they put a bounty on MLK's head. He shot down the dreamer. However, the official King family, Dr. King's Jr.'s own relatives, did not see the evidence as adding up, and they actually sourced government information, actual eyewitness testimonies that were confirmed to be true, information involving weird shit that happened, like a tree was sawed down the day before because it was actually going to be in the pathway of the real sniper that was aiming at MLK's head. The window thing was completely out of whack. The physics didn't fucking add up. So, like, a lot of it, and the thing is that they took it to Supreme Court, and they actually, in Supreme Court, proved James Earl Ray's innocence, and then he died, possibly assassinated. But I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna go the Epstein route. I'm just gonna assume that most likely he just, I don't know, he had some weird pancreas that didn't work. Everybody has defective organs at age 65. It's totally normal. But whatever. You should do a vertical stream if you want to try getting more channel growth. I've heard a few scrolling shorts. Fuck that, man. I know I could, and I know I could make like 5 more condom reviews. I could make 5 more condom reviews, and I'd be over 1K. And I hate to. That's not even bragging. That's just saying that the algorithm is cheap and it accepts cheap shit. If I were to shart cheap shit out of my ass at the algorithm every single week, I mean, you could say that this is a form of that. Like this is like really low denominator content, but the reason why this intentionally this is like the worst stream to appeal to an algorithm. Any fucking random hobo off the street can make a stream that like is tailored to the algorithm and then get popular. And would that be cool to a degree? Like, sure, I could be like, hey guys, I have a fucking stream, but I don't want to have a stream that like I feel like it'd be cooler if I made I know, isn't that weird? It has like my main channel is where the better stuff is, but because I just put out stuff more consistently, and again, upload consistency is such a thing on YouTube now that it outweighs quality. And I think that in a way, like I'm not going to pretend like it's intentional. I am not that smart, but this was an accidental commentary on how derivative YouTube content is because I'm making something that is like the opposite of a stream or a series that would excuse my burp, that would ever get recommended on an algorithm. However, after being so consistent for so many years with this series, I have somehow, by some fucking Christmas miracle, snagged the algorithm and now I'm here. And again, these aren't vertical. These are like in the worst format, the worst length, and the worst division, like between lives and pre-recordeds. And somehow you still have like 2-hour long paper streams from years ago that still gets these spikes and hundreds of views. So I don't know how it happens. I don't understand it, but I think it's way more impressive that I'm doing some really sketchy ass series like this that has like no public appeal at all. And I somehow am getting viewers of really cool people, some new fellas here that I am rewarding by just angrily ranting at them. I'm sorry. I don't mean it. I'm not angry at you. I'm not even angry. I'm just loud. I'm sorry. But like I'm being rewarded by all these nice people coming in who I don't know, thanks to the Godzilla YouTubers. And yet it's like the strangest series. It's like you'd think that from the beginning on paper. Oh my god, that was completely an accident, I swear to god. But on paper, this series would appear to be doomed to fail, right? But it's really weird cuz now I feel like this series I've tried to fucking like I've tried to put the series to a halt. But for some reason, right? It's like the game. It's like living in a New York alleyway. It just keeps dragging me back in. And I can never escape this series. I always come back to it and I realize that yeah, wait a minute, this is a great way to establish internet presence. It's gratifying. Every time I do a stream, I just love fucking talking about whatever, you know? It's much better when I have someone to converse with who isn't just like typing out text on a like some fucking like some stream scroll thing, but I mean, I've gotten a couple people on phone calls. I think some of the streams are the ones where I go on the phone with people, and it's the most like every time that happens, it's an accident. You know, but Godzilla's uncool. Who the fuck are you? Who is this guy? And why are you even here? This is a Godzilla. I'm wearing a green shirt for Christ's sake. We all support Godzilla here. God damn it, man. Who the fuck are you? Me? Yeah, thanks for answering my. I mean, I appreciate the straight answer to my question, but at the same time, Kerr Productions. I'm gonna find your actual YouTube because on live chat replays, I can't click on channels. I'll see what you produce, huh? Because you know what I'm gonna produce? I'm gonna produce a large foot, and it'll be located up your ass. Insult Godzilla one more time, god damn it. Have you watched the new one? Have you watched Godzilla -1? How can you even be a contrarian without having watched that movie? You guys are weirdos, man. I'm gonna go back middle school style. All right, I'm gonna be the schoolyard bully. All right, you're a fucking weirdo. You're weird, man. I was gonna find his address. No, I already got it. I just don't want to use it, especially because every house has a smell, and I'm really comfortable in my house with my smell. Thank you very much. Every time I go into a friend's house, I'm like, "Hey, did something expire in your fridge?" I don't want to. I don't want to go in some random fuck's house unless I really have to. And all I got to do is just make, of course, my iconic vague threats on the internet. That's my fucking trademark. My dad doesn't like having to read movies. he's just got to use his eyes and hopefully his literary comprehension if he's got it, I mean, hey, listen, just rent it on Amazon yourself. It should be about $4. So, and plus, it's not like that much of a narratively dense story. So it's like you can kind of just take or leave the subtitles. You can just blur it out. Take your glasses off. Take your gigantic, thick, 3-inch thick glasses. I'm poor. Fuck, man. I'll Venmo you $4. Give me your Venmo right now. I'll give you the funds. But there's no excuse to not watch this movie. If you live locally in the area, shit, man. Go on Instagram, go up, tell me who you are, say I'm Kerr Productions. I'll give you my phone number, you give me yours, whichever one. We can give it both at the same time, and we can do like a rock, paper, scissors to see who texts who first and who texts the first 8-ball game. Whatever. Doesn't matter. I will be there and I will take you out. I get free movies because I have a job. So I'll do that for you. I'm serious. It's a really good movie. Oh wait, no, they aren't playing it anymore. I'm a fucking idiot. Whatever. Just rent it on locally at your house. I'm poor. I don't have excuses, excuses, excuses. Pirate off the internet. Go to the local out of business Blockbuster. It's abandoned, but there's no security guard. You could totally just crowbar yourself in there, steal yourself a copy of a movie that came out after it shut down. Fuck, man, it is a little difficult, but I'm telling you, there are ways. Just pirate it. It's not that big of a deal. It's chill compared to the big streamers. Best if I can watch the ones that make videos out of their streams. Well, thank you. Every man needs a crowbar. Thanks. I like how you're saying that I'm chill. Well, thanks. I'm glad that you think that I'm chill. I don't know what big YouTubers you're watching. Of course, I consider myself to be chill too. I'm a very easygoing guy who never complains about anything, ever. Take me to the new Godzilla versus Kong. Job, I love you, and I know you're cultured, and I know you're cool, and I thank you for coming to this stream, but I have no faith in that movie being good. I'm so sorry. I'm on Letterboxd already, man, and listen, review bombs aren't indicative of a grand slam thesis statement or anything like that, but I'm looking at what people are saying, and I'm looking at the fucking movie poster. It's like Alien versus Predator. I don't trust it at all. Sorry, man. Oh, this is the last piece, gentlemen. And I'm saying gentlemen because I know that there is not a single lady who is watching this grainy-ass stream. Sorry about the lighting again. We'll make it a little better. I feel like it's not the camera's fault, right? Yeah, this is just me. Look how shiny my nose is. That's really impressive. It's extra oils that I produce due to absorbing the Texas air. You know how humid it is over there? It made me appreciate California a little bit more. So complain about California one more time. At least you can afford the rent here, motherfucker. Yeah, you're very fortunate. Family had to move out multiple times. This camera might be screwed too, though. This might be this lens flare. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Hey guys, I have a lightsaber. All right. Last piece. It's 42 minutes. Come on. If you like Godzilla movies, there's a new Godzilla game coming out soon. Somebody Google search Godzilla. Hell yeah. Someone's committed. Roblox has a few great Godzilla PvP games. Ooh, how about wait? Sorry. I took me a second to process Roblox. I retract my ooh, but thank you. I appreciate it anyways. It seems like interesting. It looks really good. I'm excited. I'll Google search it too. It's like the new Garfield movie, as long as it's got the guy I like. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, we got a Marvel consumer over here. All right, no shame in that game. I can totally take you to that. My Instagram, text me, we'll arrange something. I love taking people. I've taken parties of like 12 people. The last time we did it, it was for Dune Part 2, and I'm gonna have to rewatch it because the night I went out, I decided to have a tequila cocktail and a vodka cocktail, and I forgot how chemistry works. And it's like mixing nitro and glycerin. It creates this explosive. I had the most splitting headache, and I remember none of the movie. I was apparently, according to Emerald, so blackout drunk, and I completely fucked everything up for everybody. I was like stumbling around. I reportedly vomited into an empty popcorn bowl in front of both my coworkers. I can't wait to go back to work tomorrow. It's going to be so exciting. It's fucking terrible. Okay. Last piece. I thank everybody for watching this stream. Sorry about how terrible it looks again. We'll deal with that as we just move along with life. Things will clear up. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Jesus. Okay, great. Check. All clear. Thank you very much for watching Eating a Sheet of Paper a Day, day 730, I think 2 or 1. No, 32. See you tomorrow. That'll be day 733. Expect more streams in here. They're going to be grainy for a little bit, but I'll fix it. Don't worry. Make sure to live, laugh, cry, and also not die. All right. See ya, nerd. I think that was the piece I laced. Oh, that's great. Well, appreciate this last stream. You'll never see me again. And I will see you around, Incel. And I will be seeing your productions. I will make sure to search you up and I'll recognize, what is that? Like a Roblox profile picture? I'll find you. I'll get you. All right. Good night. Great stream. Thank you so much. Tell me how the Fent feels tomorrow. Oh, I can feel my cock already expanding. Oh my God, there's 2 of them. Holy shit. Oh no, those are just my balls. Sorry about that. I'll see you next time. All right.